phone. I trimmed my bangs. They look a little blunt actually, but that's okay. You know what? Full circle kind of moment. I made, oh my goodness, one of my first vlogs, one of my first like actual vlogs that I made on YouTube when I was like trying to come back, and I was like, I'd gotten advice from a friend who was like, yeah, lean into this like self-care stuff. And this was 2020, 2019 maybe. And they were like, oh, lean into the self-care stuff. Just do your thing, you know. My friend Jairus told me this. And he gave me a bunch of advice on starting over again on YouTube and starting very authentically, or like at least in alignment with who I want it to be. And so I made a vlog called, I think it was like a week of self-care. Within the first 20 minutes, it had gotten 1 dislike. And so I remember taking it down pretty quick. As I was going through my old videos and stuff and like things I had privated, I was like, you know what? I'm just going to watch it. And so I watched all the way through, and I was definitely like, you know, would I make a video like that now? Like, no. Because it was like very much like I was trying to be like a wellness vlogger, like and it was very reminiscent of who I was watching at the time, so that makes a lot of sense. There's just like so many things that align with the life I live now. There was a small clip in that video where I showed the artist's way, and that was the first time I ever tried doing it. It did not last long, you know. I talked about wanting to be consistent with those type of vlogs, and it didn't perform well, so it didn't last, you know. But it also, I didn't even make a second one because it didn't perform well, and I was like, well, that's it, I'm done making this, you know. But it, yeah, I don't know, seeing that and having like just started week 12 of the artist's way, and seeing that way back then, I did try making videos that were just whatever I was into at the time. And I did try to start the artist's way, and I was doing all these different things that I'm doing now. But now I'm doing them, and like I'm like, okay, it's just a learning curve. Like, it's just a learning curve. Okay, I'm just playing around. I'm just having fun, you know. I don't know. It was kind of sweet to see this past version of myself wanting to be where I am now, wanting to be someone who was consistent with the artist's way, wanting to be someone who is consistent with posting and creating like I consume, creating ways that felt good to me. Yep. Embarrassingly, I have grown afraid to do things alone and afraid to be seen trying. So for today's Do It Alone, I went to a coffee shop and I sat there alone and I journaled, and I made a list actually of things that I have been saying I want to do, but I actually afraid to do them alone. I wanted to take a pottery class, and there's like a place where you can paint pottery here, and I wanted to do that, and I didn't. I want to go on walks more and go to the gym more, things I used to do, and some new things. Like I wanted to go to this go to this holistic center. I'm afraid to do it alone, so I think I'd like to challenge myself more. To challenge myself more. I think part of that could be that I struggle with feeling safe in my environment. So being alert but not feeling afraid is something I would also like to work on. Yeah.